Maradona clearly couldn't handle being one of the most famous people on earth and deal with the consequent emptiness upon retirement. Diego Maradona was huge me growing up, a real superstar. Every time we, the kids, were getting together to kick some ball, somebody had his number and his name on his back. He was such an inspiration for many. Everyone wanted to become better. And not solely within football. Me myself, I am not a huge football fan. But he was such a legend that it couldn't be ignored. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo of today. Whether you like football, whether you watch football, doesn't matter. You know who he is. Heck, he has one of the biggest Instagram followings.
And then look at this.
Look at that. Is he just winked there?
Even though Maradona was pretty much done when I was a mere child, the legends, the stories, the passion was echoing under a very long time. It was pushed by the people, his true fans, who grew up watching him, making magic happen. All kids worshipped him. I had one friend, he was one of the most avid fans of Maradona. He also argued that Maradona was pretty above Pelé. And if you know something about football, soccer for American viewers, you know that Pelé is considered to be the best player in the world across the football history. Maradona influenced the whole world and football scene in general. Messi has been compared to him several times. The comparison is understandable as both represent Argentina. Maradona touched many souls, but he clearly neglected his own. The knowledge of his alcohol and drug abuse is an old one. Many people knew that directly after his retirement he became very into himself, gained a lot of weight, which is also a sign of dissatisfaction with your life. And as this has been going on for a very long time, it's even a surprise that he lasted for so long, even though he passed away not so old. I wanted to make this video to once again point out that happiness isn't external. If I would give you a large amount of money, nothing internal would change. Sure, you may feel happy for some time and even try to prolong that happiness through consumption, buying you a car, a great apartment, maybe helping out your family and relatives. But at the end of the day, when that euphoria dissipates, you will come to a conclusion that nothing internal has happened and you will feel your old self. This is why those who win a large amount of money through lottery or some other gambling instances blow off all the money within a couple of years, because they haven't evolved, matured to become the personas who could handle that kind of money. It's a great pressure because you are supposed to feel happy, and everyone meeting you would think that you are crazy because you are dissatisfied when you are a millionaire. And that pressure makes you to push even harder to feel happy. But that's all fake and will make you even more miserable. When you feel the hollowness, when you feel the emptiness, you become depressed. Because before getting this amount of money, you had a lot of dreams. You wanted to reach a certain type of success, to become well off. But now that that problem, that issue is resolved, you don't know what to chase. You become stagnant, you feel numb, letting the darkness devour you. This quote-unquote tragedy is a testament to why it's important to explore spirituality, to develop a philosophical view on life. By the day we open our eyes to this world, we're consumed by materialism, thinking that things, money, relationships are the key to happiness, which is not, which is the opposite. Hedonism, consumption, only blinds you to real truth, to what you really want and feel. Maradona clearly couldn't handle being one of the most famous people on earth and deal with the consequent emptiness upon retirement. And that hedonism is exactly what consumed Maradona. Exactly what Maradona did. He tried to find answers at the bottom of the glass and at the end of the lines. Pun intended. The point being is, no internal matters can be resolved by external means. You can check out very successful YouTubers talking about wealth and how it changed them. Not necessarily in a bad way, but they will tell you exactly the same thing. Wealthy, rich people aren't retiring and sitting on their asses doing nothing, because it's all about something else, completely non-materialistic. You are trying to reach fulfillment internally, and what you do is just a tool to get you there, regardless of how much money and wealth you gain from it. It's easy to neglect your own demons because emotions isn't something that you can measure, isn't something that you can investigate in the same manner as other materialistic things. You cannot touch it, you cannot see it, you have to be on your own, you have to feel to heal, you have to understand yourself through deep and long introspection. And this is not an overnight event. You have to dedicate yourself to the mission of understanding the self. And also, it's not a destination. It's not like you're going from point A to point B. It's a process. And the longer you practice spirituality and philosophy, the better you will feel about yourself. The closer you will come to the peace of mind, which is ultimately what all of us wish. We distract ourselves with jobs, entertainment, relationships, and other activities, and trick ourselves into believing that all is fine. But what you try to hide internally will manifest itself externally. Like, for example, gaining weight, or looking miserable, or developing bad habits. Fear of digging deep is temporary, but the reward of diving deep into the belly of the whale will last eternally. And remember, death isn't scary. A lifelong torment is. Watch this video to understand why we suffer and what you should do to alleviate this suffering. Are you a Team Maradona or Team Pelé? Tell me in the comment section. But for now, Hossein out.